What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gamers at Large, episode 73. Tonight, you got Jay, I'm hosting, and we got good Shep. Shep, what's up, man?
What's going on, peoples? It's an interesting day, as you can see.
Yeah. Tonight's cast probably going to be short. It's just me and Shep tonight. And we're just going to hit a couple of things. We're probably going to be freestyling, and we will have a chance to answer your questions if you have any. If you have any that you asked during the while the cast is going on, we'll save that for the end. But first things first, this week we did get the news from Miyamoto himself that Star Fox is going to be delayed to Q1 of 2016. Now, there's been a lot of videos out from people discussing it, most people being like we normally expect, negative about it. Personally, though, I don't see what the problem is. I mean, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it isn't like Star Fox. I hate that to say it has a lot of fans. They do not have the same number of fans as like something like a Legend of Zelda or Mario will on the Nintendo side. They really don't. So when you say, okay, this game is getting pushed back and they're pushing it back for polishing reasons, I'm like, okay, fine. That's good. If that's what they need to do to make that game, if they found something wrong with it and they need to fix it, then fine. You know, it's not like there's nothing else coming out. You got Xenoblade coming out. You got Devil's Third and Yoshi's Woolly World that's coming out in North America. I know they're out in other territories, but in North America, we're getting that. Also, there's Fatal Frame coming out. It's not like there's nothing else to play. So, I mean, it's one of those situations where I don't know why people are getting so upset, but it's I find it funny that like people are claiming like this is the nail in the coffin and this is so bad, but and I'm like, dude, it's not like Star Fox has sold gangbusters on any system that I can remember anyway. Shep, what you think?
All right, regarding this topic, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Um, this game was complete. This game looked much better than what they showed us. What we saw were like the first couple builds. The game was completed. We know somebody who went to Nintendo and saw it for themselves. This is Zelda Wii U all over again. The game Zelda Wii U is good. It had a lot of content, but because people complained it was too empty, they added some meat and bones. And honestly, I don't mind. I prefer for a game to be delayed so they could add more content. But this game did not need to be delayed. But this is one of the few times, which I kind of sort of don't like, that Nintendo actually listened to the fans. The thing is too, and like Jay just pointed out, as much as a lot of us like Star Fox, we're the minority. Star Fox is not a big seller. It's kind of a niche title. If you look at the sales for the game compared to the rest of Nintendo's heavy hitters, Star Fox is not. Star Fox is like in the same category as F-Zero. Maybe a little bit better than F-Zero, but it's roughly the same category. But I mean, let's be real. Except for a couple of us, if we had a choice between picking up Xenoblade Chronicles and playing this game, how many of us would actually play this game right
Be
now?
honest.
It's better for them to push it back to the next quarter, add more content, and they're not upping the price. So we're getting more bang for our buck, honestly. It's probably going to look even better, which is Nintendo's usual MO, and there's going to be a lot more content. There is no reason to be upset, unless you're just an impatient man-child.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
It's it, it's mind-boggling actually when you think about it. Like the reasons why people are like upset about this. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Where were you at when Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet came out? Where were you at when Assault came out?
Exactly.
Where were you?
And that's the whole thing. It's like it's like I said before in my videos, and I've said it in a couple of these casts. I think some people just like to complain, just straight up. Just this hobby is supposed to be fun. Stop complaining, and I'm trying not to curse tonight, and being little brats.
Yeah.
I mean, just enjoy your games. Speak with your wallet. That's one thing I'm starting. Speak. Exactly. See, that's what I said.
Yeah, I just found that to be me personally. I'm not mad because my financial portfolio, aka my checking account, is happy for that getting pushed back. I
You
mean,
see,
'cause
the thing is between my checkings and my savings. See, I got to wire my savings to go
yeah,
to my checking.
basically. I mean, that's being completely honest because I am a multi console owner, so there are a lot more games that I get than the person that probably just has one console. Period. So, me personally, I don't get mad at delays like other people do. I see delays as okay. If you find something wrong, or you think you need, or the developer says they need to polish it, then go on and do it because that means I can probably pick this up, save it for
Exactly.
this, and I'm good.
That's another thing. People complain about the delayed game, but anything when you really should be complaining about is when they release a game too early. We
Yeah,
get all these broken games that are incomplete as all hell, and we got to take 1,000,001 patches for the game to run decent. Personally, if you delay the game to make it better, I'm gonna wait. Because then they're like, oh no, I need it now. Okay. And then you get it. You pay full price for a game that's say pay $60 for a game that's probably only worth 35. Then you gotta get a whole bunch of patches. And then you end up complaining anyway. So you might as
and,
well wait.
and let's not forget the DLC.
Yeah, the not free DLC.
Yeah,
The $20 and $30 DLC, which is already a third to a half of a game in price. But you get maybe an eighth of the game. You see something wrong with that picture? That's like paying for like an extra large pizza, but you get a half of a small pizza.
yeah. Yeah, I just don't I really don't get that whole argument when I saw those couple of videos from people because I actually run like three communities over in G Plus, and one of them I had a couple of people come into my Nintendo one, and they were basically saying how this was like the nail in the coffin. I'm sitting around, I'm listening to it, and I'm like, dude, that doesn't even make any sense what you're saying. So I don't know why, you
It,
know.
it, bro, it's all about popularity. It's cheapo. They hear a bunch of people complain, they just hop on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I guess, but I see it as something good. Like I said, I'm a multi console owner. That I have like 7 games that I'm getting this year anyway, this fall anyway, fall and winter and holiday season. So if one of them gets pushed back, you're not gonna hear me complain.
Save me some money. I'm
Yeah,
almost in the same boat as you because I'm getting my Elite in November, and y'all just know I picked up my PS4. And honestly, no, I'm not trying to be a Nintendo troll. I use my PS4 more for movies and media stuff. But that's gonna change. I just want to point that out because they're like, oh no, you just but no,
yeah.
I ain't. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Because you're
Continue,
a
continue.
JRPG fan anyway, so and they got a couple good JRPGs coming out this fall. So I know
Oh
you.
yeah, that's the main reason why I got it.
Yeah, I know. I know you're gonna probably get on Dragon's Quest, and you're probably gonna get Tails just like I am.
Oh hell yes.
That's one of the things because like I said, there's games on each console that I'm getting. So I'm at the point now. If somebody says, "Oh well, we got to push this back because of we found a bug and we need to fix it," I'm gonna be like, "Thank you."
Like thank you. You saved me a little bit of money for now
Yeah,
and
thank
more
you.
time to beat another game.
Yeah. So all right, let's move on to something a little bit more promising, I guess you could say. They're actually now remember that game Horizon New Dawn that they showed at E3 on Sony.
That game, I want. I
Well,
know it's probably a gimmick. I know it's probably not gonna look as cool as it did, but for at this moment, I want that game badly.
well, let me screen share something out to people because this is actually on pushsquare.com. This is one of those sites that I enjoy going to a lot. Apparently there was a stage demo, and if you go to this site, you can actually watch it because they do have it on their YouTube channel. I suggest you do. It's actually very good looking. I'm really looking forward to this game. This is like one of those games that I am really, really, really looking forward to. I kind of
Yes.
don't like the post-apocalyptic stuff, but this just blew my socks off at E3 this year. So
Yep.
I would tell anybody, if you got a chance, go to pushsquare.com. That's all one word, www.pushsquare.com, and it should be on the front page. But yeah, you can check out the YouTube channel where they show the demo. It looks pretty good. So hope you guys enjoy that one. And then there was that other thing that we saw this week. Actually, the Unreal Engine 4 that the guy did for Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I think he did like either Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. So let me, because since I'm a Zelda fanboy, I'm gonna hold off. What you think about that?
Um, Actually, I need to pop my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3DS version back into my system for a moment so I could confirm.
It is.
But, huh?
It is.
Okay, because that's why I was like, I mean, it looks really nice, but I'm like, we've kind of sort
That
of seen
model
this
looks
before.
familiar, doesn't it?
I was like, we kind of sort of seen this before. They're like, oh no, it's way, but I'm like, no, you're comparing it to the original N64 version. You did not look at the 3DS version. And that it looks nice, but that Maya model is actually very old.
Well, I was talking to a good buddy of mine on G Plus this morning, and he said something that I said. I'm like, technically it looks great. It
Oh, it
really
does.
does.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice. But therein lies the problem. Me personally, I like the way that they've shaped the Zelda series to the point where I like how they switch up art styles all the time. Honest, and I don't think I would. I'd still play it, but I don't think I would enjoy like a realistic looking Zelda. I think it would take away from the fantasy aspect of it a little bit and the creativity. Because I like seeing the different new races that they show that tend to pop up in every Zelda game. There's always another race added to it, and there's always seems to be like another tribe or whatever you would have added to
Stuff,
to the actual series. So I don't know if like that would work. Unreal Engine 4 would actually be the best thing for the Zelda series. I think it would probably serve itself better something like Metroid.
Yeah, because Metroid has a more gritty kind of setup and appearance.
Yeah, it's more like it's space. So I mean, you can go like a more realistic route with that. And that's just me, that's just me being silly. But I personally think that it's one of the situations where I like Unreal Engine 4, but I don't think it's one of those situations where I think I would like it on something like Star Fox or something like that. That would actually look kind of creepy to me.
Yeah,
That would actually be really creepy to me.
Because that's people like they look so choppy, like intended on purpose. Do you have any idea what Star Fox would look like if it was too realistic?
Yeah. Yeah, it would look really, really creepy. It would look as bad as that. I don't know if too many people saw this, but I want to say back in like 2007 or 8, somebody was trying to pitch a live action Thundercats to I want to say it was Paramount, and they showed how it would look, and that did not look right. When they showed like what the CG models of Lion-O and Panthro would look like.
I don't know. That looked really good. I mean,
I didn't like it. That kind of creeped me out. It really kind of creeped me out. But I think the worst offender was that Voltron one when they tried to put it in New York.
actually, that one I didn't see. I'm gonna have to look that up. Now you brought it to my attention.
Yeah, the Voltron one, like you see, like the yellow lion in New York. Like, nope, 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 no, no,
Yeah,
no. So
that's kind of a weird choice.
there's
You
sometimes,
have to go the Power Rangers route or something.
worse. Sometimes
Worse?
it
Wow.
works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes the ultra realism works, and sometimes it doesn't, depending on what it is. Depending on what it is, because I would still love to see like Unreal Engine used on something like Metroid or uh, uh,
Yeah, that would go great with the Metroid Prime series.
yeah. If they do it on that, yeah, because you have humanoids, aliens, and stuff like that, so that would work. And I would love to see Ridley done in that style. I would just love to see what Ridley would look like. You know, he'd have to show up. So at some point.
I'm with it.
Okay, so in other news, it okay, Final Fantasy 15. The whole Chocobo thing. They showed that. I saw that at IGN where you could ride chocobos and go fishing and all that in Final Fantasy 15. I don't. Is that something that that is like I don't know. I don't know about that, about those side quests for that. The chocobo racing thing, I get it. That's just what it is.
That's Final Fantasy at this point.
At this point, yeah, because even in the demo, I found the black one in the demo. I should have game capped that, but I found the black one in the demo that they did.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to play it because I got Final Fantasy Type 0. I just picked it up. Sorry. Continue.
Do you have the one that has it on there?
Yeah. It's the hold on. Let me see if I can see the case. Yeah, it is. It's the Day 1 edition.
Okay, yeah. So because I don't even play Final Fantasy Type 0 anymore. I just play the demo. I do.
I got mixed feelings about Type 0, but I need to break it in. I should at least put a few hours in to make sure.
Oh yeah, you should. But I just I played it. I did not care for it too much. It's basically the PSP game.
That's the thing. That's one of the reasons I got it. I never really played the PSP game. Which, for me, I'm disappointed because I have almost every single PSP final anything. If it has final, I have it.
It didn't release over here, though. I don't
the
think
city, all that stuff. What up?
I don't think it released over here.
That's probably
I don't know. I can't be
honestly, I looked at it, and there are parts that looked really nice, and there's other parts I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like when they see the dude's hands.
Yeah, it's too.
I was like, wow, really?
That was one of my problems with the game. It was like too. It was too inconsistent.
Yeah, because it looked cool just 1 second, and next minute it's like,
Yeah.
And it reminds me of a weird meld of Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy 8. Like with the whole military thing and the invasion and the war and the army and anyways, I'll talk about that later. Maybe I'll do a little mini review, even though everybody's already done it long before me.
Well, I mean, it's good to hear like a different viewpoint though. So go for it. Because that's one of the ones like because when I played it, I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling this. So I think I stopped like right. I think I was halfway through it when I stopped because it was just too. I don't like it when it's like when I have like close to an hour of cutscenes before I even start the game.
Yeah, like I watched.
That.
I watched almost 20 minutes because Stephanie was sitting right next to me, and we were both like, "When are we going to play the game?"
Yeah.
The beginning of the game was almost somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes before I did anything.
Yeah, and in some cases, and that's
it looks good, but I want to play a game, not watch a movie.
Yeah. So imagine having to do that on the PSP.
Oh no.
Yeah,
that's a fail.
Yeah.
I like PSP. I have 3 different versions of the original PSPs, but there's a limit to how much you could do with such a small screen.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like a handheld game. I want to go on and get into it. Like I would want to go in and get into it. And even on a console, that was like, okay, dude, that's pushing it. 20 minutes was pushing it.
Yeah, I could do 5. I could do even 10 minutes, but almost 20 minutes for just the beginning of the intro, and I'm sure I'm about to see a whole lot more cutscenes soon.
Oh yeah, you are. You are.
I like cutscenes when it's moderate, but
Yeah.
when because then at one point it feels almost more like you're just playing a movie. Right. So sorry, Cole. Anyways, sorry. Once again, the conversation's off the rails. Thanks to me. My bad.
No problem.
Final Fantasy 15, chocobos, fishing. So I haven't played the demo yet, so I'll probably get to that maybe tomorrow or later on tonight. Oh, I got Monster Hunter 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably get it in sometime this week. Not tonight though. I got too much going on.
I gotta get back on Monster Hunter 4. I haven't been on it in a while because I kind of got frustrated with trying to set up, trying to get linked stuff, and I just stopped playing. I need to get back into it though, because that was kind of. Oh, and while we're on the DS, 3DS, the Project X Zone has when they got the Xenoblade and Fire Emblem characters joining Project X Zone 2.
Yeah. Oh my God, I saw that. I was like, I'm already.
I'm glad it's coming in 2016 because I would have had to buy that.
Yeah, they know how to pull people in. I'll give them that.
Yeah, because at first I was like, yeah, I can pick it up. I'll probably pick it up like a couple months after the release. Nah, day one now. They showed Chrom and Lucina and Cosmos and what's the other person from Xenoblade? From the Xenogears. Cannot remember her name. But yeah, they showed them. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this up.
They know how to tug it. Yeah. I was in the same boat. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll wait a few months because I'm watching Liger and Dre get hype, and I'm like, yeah, this game looks good. I'll pick it up a couple months later. Now I'm like, damn it,
yeah,
not a day one. I try not to get. I don't like to get my games day one all the time because you already know my policy. I ain't gonna repeat myself, but yeah.
Well,
damn you, Namco.
Is still bad.
Yeah, my backlog's insane. Like my lady looks at me sometimes like, really, you're buying another game? Don't you got a million games you haven't beaten yet? I got games that are still sealed.
Me too. Which is actually kind of bad, So I mean, I got to do better with that. I
got to follow Jamie's example and just like at least once every couple of weeks, just destroy a game. Just go at it like a beast and move on.
Yeah. Just have to power through one of them.
Yeah. Well, it's harder for me. You know my setup right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You could hear it in the background. If you're a kid, enjoy being a kid. Being a grown-up is overrated.
Yeah, we've said, yeah, it is. Yeah, bills, and more bills.
Yep. It has its benefits, but I don't know if the benefits outweigh.
Yeah, there are certain benefits, but yeah, they suck at the time. At the time, the benefits kind of suck. So,
taxes.
I should say depending.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. Microsoft did do give a release date on the Elite controller. Apparently, it's gonna release the same day as Halo 5.
What's that day? Because I don't know it off the top of my head.
October 27th.
Okay, it's only a week difference. Cool. Yeah, no, because I remember I'm getting the Elite Xbox, so
I'm gonna have to get that controller because I already know I am. I'm kind of mad at myself because I know I'm gonna get it. So
yeah, that's a fail, dude. That controller is such a gimmick. Like the only reason I'm getting the controller is because I want that SSD. That memory is hot, dude. You'll be surprised how much faster. I suck at explaining tech stuff. Let's just say it's gonna be far more efficient memory-wise and loading time. So between that and that, I'm glad that controller's hot.
Yeah, the controls off the chain. So, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna pick up that Elite controller, and probably gonna be using that one for a while because I don't really like the one that I have the day one controls. I really don't too much like them too much. So it's just
Really?
one of those
I played
situations
it.
where that to me looks way better and it looks way more functional for somebody like me. So
Okay.
I'll be having to pick that one up. Hey, look like
What
Andre,
he's saying is he breaks controllers.
do what?
He just called you out, son.
No, I don't break controllers, dude. That would be wrong and evil. Why would I break a
Well,
controller? I'm the one that
some
got. I'm the
games
one that got
take
to
your
replace it.
hands. Some games give you Herculean strength and you don't know it.
I haven't broken a controller since my 64.
Well, that's quite a feat, especially with as flimsy as controllers have been as of late.
That's not quite a feat. That's called I don't have enough money to keep buying these mugs because they cost like $50 a pop.
And that's what I'm worried about with the PS4 controller because I've been hearing it breaks easy. So
You just
I'm
have
like,
to,
I'm trying my
well,
best to be
the
done
sticks
with the
on it.
controller.
I
If
heard.
you are if you finesse your controller, you're fine.
Yeah.
If you Incredible Hulk your controller, no, you're not
Yeah.
okay.
'Cause, the only thing though I would say is to get like the little gel tabs for the sticks because those sticks they still I don't know if they fixed them on the newer ones, but I know a friend of mine was still complaining that his rubbed out too quick. So I would suggest people to get the little gel tabs that fit on the top of them, and you won't have that problem.
Okay, cool. And I'm mad I fell for the gimmick, but I don't regret it. I'm not trying to brag, but I freaking love this PS4 design.
Oh yeah,
With the map and everything.
yeah.
I go lie to you. I think I look at it more than I've played it so far.
Okay.
I'm exaggerating, but I ain't gonna lie to you. There's times I walk in the door and I'm like, yeah,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
weird, so whatever.
how did Molyneux say it was a sexy device? I'm like, bro, you saying that a little bit too weird. So I do remember him saying that at Gamescom.
He wanted to cuddle up to it.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, he did kind of have that little weird look in his face.
Wait, what? I missed that.
Peter Molyneux, I want to say it was like Gamescom 2013 or something like that. Kept saying how the PS4 was a sexy device, and I'm like, bruh, that look on your face ain't right.
I wouldn't call it sexy, but it is an interesting design.
Yeah, so I always thought that was funny. So Andre, man, we did give our thoughts on the whole Star Fox situation. So you got any thoughts?
Hey, if it's delayed, they better make it better. That's all I care for. Hopefully, if people will get off their case long enough, they might just say, "Hey, maybe we can implement some online features." Maybe, but I want a good game first and foremost. So that's all I care about.
Short and sweet and to the point. All right.
That works.
Yeah. Oh, and Andre, I know you got Mario Maker.
No, not yet.
You don't?
My daughter's birthday was just yesterday, and I didn't think about it last week when I said I was gonna have it. I was like, oh shit.
Come on, you know damn well he would have spawned a couple stages by now if he did have it.
I would have had like 3 stages up by now, and they would have been all terrorizing. So.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to ask y'all about because, like, my feed has been blowing up with people like, check out my stage, check out this stage, check out that stage. This is my third stage. Check this one out. So if this works, do you think they're gonna do it with like other games?
Legend of Zelda Maker.
Series?
I actually have a video coming for that. So, but
See, the only thing I'm unsure about that is it took them almost 6+ years to do this game. That's what people don't realize. This was originally built on the Wii.
Yeah, yeah. But if they already got the gameplay, because to me that was just because nobody's ever done. Well, I don't want to say nobody's ever done this. I've never seen it before.
Not to this extent.
Yeah, not to this
The amount
extent.
of
So
detail in this game is mind-boggling.
Yeah. So since they already got the I guess you could say framework down, don't you think it'd be easier for them to like implement something like because
Yeah,
me Mario
they could
Maker,
definitely expedite it faster, but it'll still take them at least a couple of years.
yeah. I mean Mario Maker, okay, that's fine, but me, I want a Zelda Dungeon Maker.
Like I said, I got a video out there coming up for that. No BS. And
And no, Andre, you can't make dungeons for it.
no, see, that's not fair. That's not fair at all.
I want an Excite Maker, so you could customize and make your own tracks of all different types.
Excitebike did that when it first came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Smart.
You want a full-scale Excitebike maker where you can make all the tracks, make all the jumps, all the ramps, and all the different turns and curves, and also have customizable bikes and stadium layouts.
Exactly.
And
see, I explained it better than you did.
And blue shells.
That's because I was being lazy. Plus,
no blue
I
shells.
have action in the background. I'm not used to it like you are.
Blue shells and 250cc.
Look, 250cc good for me. Maybe 300cc, but no blue shells.
Oh man.
Fine, but there will be lightning bolts.
No, if y'all want all that, make them bring back Extreme G.
I missed that game.
I'll rock that. Which reminds me, when is what you call it release? Brain buffering.
Fast Racing Neo.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you're thinking what I'm trying to say.
Or I'm saying what you're thinking. More or less.
One or two.
My brain's not working right now. Sorry.
No, it's working. It's working. Because if it wasn't working, I wouldn't know what you were trying to say.
Well, let me ask you this then. Since Hollywood loves to like reboot and remake old stuff, why haven't we got our Double Dragon game yet, or our Bad Dudes,
or Two Crew Dudes,
or Streets of Rage,
or Final Fight?
I actually want Streets of Rage.
We need more beat 'em ups.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever happened to beat 'em ups, man?
Sega and
Capcom. Beautiful Joe.
Sega and Capcom. Get y'all lazy behinds up. Get y'all two good working teams together, and make Final Fight on the Streets of Rage now.
Or let Platinum do it.
Yeah,
even better.
You know what? That would
even better because you have a combo and a level up system for the combos. So yes.
Yeah, because Platinum. That's the one thing I don't understand. Like games like that. I know the beat 'em up genre is kind of like that's like real old school. That's us, but there are a couple games that actually really are cool with how it was. Like Beautiful Joe, right? Beautiful Joe, that indie game Dust and Elysian Tale. That one was good. I'm like, dude, why can't we get more?
Dust is fucking awesome. Sorry, excuse my French, but Dust is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, whatever happened to like? I mean, me personally, I don't mind a beat 'em up because usually a beat 'em up is like a good 10 to 15 hours tops.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have like a 100-hour beat 'em up.
And that's why my channel is filled with so many Streets of Rage remake videos right now.
Yeah. I miss that entire genre, and plus I miss Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, I love the Beautiful Joe series.
Capcom, give Okami and Beautiful Joe the Platinum.
Might be the best business decision they've made in a while besides making
they literally, honestly, they don't even literally have to give them to them. But make it so that they have exclusive rights to those properties to make the games, and they would make residual income off of it.
Basically, because then they'll still have to, wouldn't they still have to pay them? I mean, wouldn't they still get like a...
and get royalties.
And Devil May Cry, so we can have Bayonetta May Cry. Hey, don't get mad at the man.
No, Bayonetta will make them cry. You mean?
No. See, Shep, you're doing it wrong. Because everybody know Bayonetta and Dante get together. It ain't gonna be he might cry afterwards.
He's gonna be tears of joy. Maybe.
He gonna be like a man Travis touchdown after he got what was her name, Sylvia? Not
Yeah,
Sylvia. It was Sylvia.
not Sylvia.
I was Sylvia's beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe.
Dang.
But you know what I'm talking about. The
Yeah, I
woman
know
he
you
was
talking
after all through No More Heroes 1. He finally got her in No More Heroes 2.
Downward Dog.
Dang it! I gotta tap
He
out.
ran out. He ran out happy with a smile on his face. You could tell he had tears welling up in his eyes too.
Downward Dog.
Yeah, and there's a dragon. There's a double dragon Neo. I think I haven't played that yet.
Yeah, I heard that one wasn't really. No, no. Andre, you were right. It was Sylvia. It was Sylvia Crystal.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I
See,
gotta
it's too
go.
many characters with the same names.
yeah, but yeah, Double Dragon Neo. A lot of people didn't like that. I never got a chance to play it, so I can't confirm or deny how it was. But a lot of people didn't like it, from what I understand.
Well,
Yeah.
I probably enjoy it. I just haven't played it yet.
I do know I would love to have another No More Heroes.
I'm down for that.
But see, the problem with No More Heroes was the whole point and purpose of the game was to get him laid.
Yep.
And what's wrong with that? That's a wonderful. I mean, that is totally inappropriate and shameful. They need to come up with a better premise than that.
Well, look at the music industry and you'll see why it's happening.
Yeah. But I mean, it was funny because they made the whole assassin thing around it. But yeah, it was basically that's what you were basically trying to do.
But if you paid attention to No More Heroes 2, Shinobu was going to give him some go. So
yeah,
he would have gotten what he wanted either way.
Either way. Either way, it was going down. I mean, they tried to do the whole, like, in 2, they tried to make it have a little bit of a story, like, kind of try to make it a revenge story, but they kind of gave up. They kind of gave up on it and then went back to it before the end.
Yep.
I'm like, man, I miss Travis Touchdown. They should have put a trophy of him in Smash Brothers.
Still could.
Yeah, they still could.
I would like a Travis Touchdown backup.
Yeah. Travis Touchdown is probably one of my favorite characters from last gen.
Yes, because he was completely inappropriate, but he was the best character doing it.
Because it's just the way he started out the game, dude. The way he started out the first line he says in the first game sets the tone for the whole series.
Yin yang yeah.
Which I found to be highly funny. So let's see. Let's see if we got any questions.
We do.
Okay, we do. This one's from Yin Yang Yao. What's your worst case of sodium overdose in any game you played?
I don't know how to answer that question.
I'm guessing he's talking about what game made you salty.
Makes you salty. Yeah, I think that's what he's referring to.
I know what he was referring to, but
Okay.
I don't know. Oh man.
That's tough because when I first started playing games, the thing is, I played games that are like now would be considered broken. Back when he was little, we didn't know any better.
Yeah.
So
well,
it takes a lot for me to get salty.
I'm going to tell you mine. Mine was Contra 3: The Alien Wars, when you're going through the first level and you actually get your spread, and then your brother sits up and steals the other spread from you. So when you shoot the other one, he makes you go get the laser. Yeah.
That is annoying.
See, that's a family member thing. I don't know if you can blame the game for
Yes,
that one.
you can. It's the way the game was designed. You don't give me a spread, and then the next 3 things are awful. The next 3 powers are awful. I get a laser that don't do nothing. I get a what's the homing thing?
It was the whole G Seeker.
Yeah, that never hits nobody. That's on top of you. That's at a high angle.
That's because you're not supposed to use it for that. That's why you're supposed to have another weapon to switch to.
All right, Andre, you're not allowed to talk no more. Let the man complain, damn it.
Let him vent his frustration.
Let him get it out. Get it out. therapeutic.
I actually though, in all honesty, my probably saltiest thing was probably Bad Dudes on the train, and I want to say it was level 5. We had to fight the fat dude on the train.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
That, jeez, that was cheating of the highest order and brokenness. Because nowadays it probably was broken.
No, see, what people don't understand is the limitations back then. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah, it was finished. Especially when you wasn't buying nothing and your parents were, and they was like, you ain't get another game till your birthday. So you best play that and shut up.
Aha! Now I find a salty moment. Go ahead.
So yeah, that was mine. Bad Dudes.
Well, I know what mine is. I just don't know how to properly express my saltiness towards this game, even though I love it.
Okay, I'm in the same boat, so I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Unless you know what to say.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Actually, Final Fantasy Tactics. I think it's Rio of Honor's Castle. I know the rules because I've been playing RPGs forever. You always make at least a secondary save slot. But for whatever retarded reason, I only had one save spot. So I saved in the middle of a battle that I cannot beat. So I was stuck. I just had to keep trying to do the battle that I know I can't win.
And you saved it at a point where you can't beat it?
Yeah. So I literally had to go back to the beginning of the game. I already played like God knows how many hours. Well, I came through like a beast the second time around, but I was mad because I got stuck. And there was nothing I could do about it because I didn't have any other save spot. Because you could save in between the battles in the castle. I don't know if y'all ever played Tactics.
Yeah.
But that was the worst. I'm like, yo, I can't beat this dude. Okay, let me try again. But anyways, that's my answer. And guys, I gotta go. I got family stuff to do. Sorry, y'all.
All right, Chef. It's understandable.
Understandable.
Y'all have a good night. Peace, peoples. All the best.
All right.
But yeah, what you got, man?
My salty, and I would be surprised if very many people remember this game because of how old it is. But I think my saltiest moment is playing Faxanadu on the NES. Because you know how you start off the game and you start off with a low amount of health and you can like let one of the trolls kill you.
Oh
You get your health and stuff up, and then you can like build your experience. I remember one time grinding for experience. And I don't remember. Did that game? It had a password save system, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Like
it was
the password.
Like the Mega Man games where you could, like, if you did something, it could actually, you had the password to get it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I remember that, and I think I spent one night up just like for like 20 hours, not 20 hours. Gosh, I grinded enough to get a lot of high quality items, and I went and got my. All right, come here. Older sister messing with you. I went and got my password, wrote it down, and lost it. I wrote my password down and lost it.
Yeah.
Went to sleep, woke up the next day, could not find it.
Yeah. I hated password systems just for that reason.
I was pissed off. I was so mad. I was like, oh, all this time I spent. No.
Yeah.
Having to start that back
on that one.
Having to start that one back over, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh, man.
All right, let's see. We got another one from I hope I'm saying your name right. Viso Red Grunt R34. He says Nintendo doesn't pay for exclusives. Phil Spencer says Microsoft will no longer pay for exclusives. Sooner or later, Sony will realize since they don't have to bid anymore and they are first, they don't need to pay. Where would that leave third parties who rely on first to continue for ad money as they seem to go over budget? So I'm guessing that's just gonna leave them SOL.
It's gonna leave them in the THQ situation.
Yeah.
Where they will either have to lower the budgets of their games or go out of business.
Yeah. I mean,
And this is where indies will start to shine.
because this has been like the main problem, and like the funny thing about it was when Iwata said it, people got mad and said that he didn't know what he was talking about, he should be fired, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And Phil says it because the CEO of Microsoft already said he's trying to, if it's not making them money, he's trying to get rid of it. And if you've seen any of their business things lately, he has no problem laying off a division and getting rid of it. He just has no problem doing that. So, I mean, right now it's just Sony doing it. And Sony, in all honesty, with the financial situation they've been in lately, I don't know how much longer they can do it. So, yeah, they're probably gonna have to go. They're probably gonna have to find a way to cut their budget down because some of these games have ballooned out of control.
A lot of it is because of the fact that they're paying so much to give you the best graphics possible.
Yeah.
And then it ended up not translating well to gameplay most of the time. If they cut back on their graphical budgets and actually did more to make the game get you invested in it, they save a lot more money and make more money.
Or just be freaking creative. Damn.
Yeah, that would work too if they let some of these teams actually do the things that they want to do rather than making these assembly line products.
Yeah.
So I want my games, like, it's okay to have the basic concept of another game for gameplay, but make the game feel different. Don't make it feel the same.
Yeah. I mean, I guess one of my problems is I don't like playing like the same. Don't tell me that, this team's been working on this game for 3 years and then it looks exactly like the game that just came out last year. Plays the same and everything. Don't tell me that, because that to me, my mind is thinking somebody's lying. I mean, that's how I feel about ideas. Yeah, I mean, that's why I've got burnt out on Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. I really can't play those games anymore because I'm just burnt out on them, because to me, it's the same thing I just played last year. It's just I'm basically, like, for Call of Duty, I'm basically playing for a glorified map pack.
Yep. Hell, what would be cool, and I know EA won't do this. Not EA. Activision won't do this. Well, either one. Because EA has Battlefield. But
yeah.
They could literally just make one game per generation and give you updates with the map packs and and additional weapons.
I remember a while back somebody saying that about like the Madden games.
Yeah, they could do that. I think I said that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because there was no sense in putting out a new Madden game every year with how online is, especially since you got to be online.
I think honestly, a new Madden game, like maybe once every 3 years, would be a good idea, because at that point you could add more to it.
Yeah. Or
other than new players.
Or if it's just a big engine change.
Yeah, but that would take a while to do.
Yeah. I mean that's when you bring the new game out, basically.
Yeah. But give the game more than a year's time on the market. Let it be valuable. Yeah. Don't devalue it the second it gets put out there. Oh, we're already working on the next one.
Yeah.
And then tell everybody you're already working on the next one, and tell them about all these awesome new features that barely affect how the game plays.
Yes. So,
and cut out the microtransactions that cost more than the game does.
Well, EA did that to themselves, man. Because when EA started bragging about how much they made off of it,
yeah, they shot themselves in the foot.
So yeah, that's why we in the situation. That's why this situation is cropped up in gaming, the whole microtransaction and DLC thing, because EA was bragging.
They shot themselves in the foot, and
everybody else started trying to do it. And then when like you had companies trying to, they was finding ways to make their DLC cheaper, that just hurt them even more. But my problem with that has always been this: how can you sit up and talk about the DLC before you even have the launch trailer for the game?
Oh, Watch Dogs
or Batman, or remember Arkham Knight? They was talking about the Barbara Gordon stuff before the game even dropped.
I'm like, don't talk about it. Look, at least let me live in the illusion that this was actually made after the game came out. Don't tell me you're working on the DLC or that you have it finished before you have even the main game finished. At that point, if all of that is finished, that should be in the game available to access without additional cost because you had that much time to do
Yeah.
it. Like I said, they could. These companies are setting themselves up to fail.
Yeah.
They could shorten their budgets by not overdoing work before they actually put the product out. I mean, because from what I've seen and heard of Watch Dogs, and I'm probably going to end up getting it anyway, because I feel like I'm going to cut my strike of Ubisoft pretty soon and actually get all of the games that are at least deemed good. But they could have saved themselves a lot of trouble just not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, you bloat your budget up for no reason with all these new graphics engines, and like I find with new engines and stuff, but only do it if it's really going to be worth it to do it, not just because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, because some of that is just ridiculous, especially when you hear like behind the scenes stuff, like with like Final Fantasy 15, when you find out they've had like 4 different engine changes.
Yeah, that's just pointless because that game could have been out.
Yeah, the game could have been out. I mean, they've been talking about it since 2006.
It could have been out with their boy band. They could have had it.
Yeah, I mean,
could have had it out with their Japanese NSYNC.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was 2007 when it was talking about versus 13. So yeah, I mean, and then you kind of find out they had like two or three different engine changes, which means they had to start over on a whole game. I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous.
Yep, recode everything.
Yeah,
readjust all of the assets. Oh, gosh, rework the graphics. That's a lot of work and time. That's a lot of money wasted.
Yeah. So, tis what it is. That looks like. Let's see. We got one more from Yin Yang Yao. Let's see. That's the detail you got to have for a fighting game. That is, if you are into that game that you feel makes it fun.
Are you talking about how simplistic a game is? I
think that's what it is. I think that's what he's saying. I
think
how
simple it is to get into the game and how deep it can be once you get into it. Because if you're talking about something like that, then I think I can see what you mean. Like, I want a fighting game to be able to be easy to play, easy to pick up and go, and anybody can just get on it and have fun with it. But if you really want to like get deep into the game, there will be a lot of extensive things that you can learn that people who just want to play it for fun don't necessarily have to worry about to enjoy it. And that's why I've loved the King of Fighters series for the longest time, because it's simple to pick up like Street Fighter, but it has a whole lot of complicated stuff deeper in the game if you're willing to learn each character.
Yeah, yeah, because that's about the same. Because I like easy to pick up, hard to master fighting games.
Yeah,
like Samurai Showdown.
Yes, another SNK great. Or Last Blade.
Fatal Furies.
God, that SNK. You pissed me off with that pachinko machine crap.
Dude,
all these games.
Doing anime movies for Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury has some good anime movies.
Yes, it does. The first two, and then the motion picture.
Yeah, the motion picture.
Even though the story was a little messed up, I mean, but it's all right.
Well, the one with Krauser in it was probably, to me, my favorite.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Just because of how Krauser was just going around talking trash, but
he wasn't. It was not like he was like trying to be serious about it. He was joking around.
Yeah,
he was like, "Really? Is that it?"
So, I mean,
like, Joe, you made a lot of noise.
Yeah, that
was like stuck him in a wall. I'm like, how did you? Like, this man is stuck in a wall. You got him stuck in a wall off of one move.
Broke bones everywhere.
Broke all of his bones in his body. One move.
So,
It was like, gosh.
Wolfgang Krauser. But yeah, I mean, I kind of miss that stuff. So yeah, I think that's why I'm why I like Smash Brothers so much, because it's easy to pick up and get into, but it is definitely hard to
Definitely really
master.
hard to master because there's some advanced techniques that I know I am not pulling off in that game.
And a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people they're probably not gonna agree with me, but a lot of that stuff is luck.
Yeah, a lot of it is luck.
A lot of luck.
But you got to be willing to take the chance.
Yeah, you got to be willing to risk it.
You got to be willing to risk falling to your death to take somebody else out.
Because if you miss or if you miscalculate,
that's it.
Yeah,
game over. And on top of that, you have to keep all that knowledge in the back of your head. How much cooldown time each character's attack has, and how quickly they can recover and recoil. And like, I don't, for Smash, I don't have the mind to do that.
Yeah, I just want to get in and have fun. So
I just want to get in, beat somebody's behind, or get mine beaten, and call it a
just have fun with it. So I mean, I can understand that. Well, that's gonna be our show for tonight. We're gonna wrap it on up. Thanks everybody for joining. Thank you, Yin Yang Yao and
Red.
Visor Red.
We call him Visor Red Grunt.
Yeah, Visor Red Grunt. Thanks for asking questions.
Or Visored Grunt. I didn't even think about
it. I hope I'm saying it right, man. I hope I'm saying it right. But thank you guys for asking questions. We will be back on Wednesday for the midweek show. We'll be talking about what did we do last week? Sony gift ideas. So
Microsoft next.
It'll be Microsoft gift ideas this week, and probably be freestyling unless something stupid happens in the world of video games. So,
stupid things happen in the world of video games all the time.
Pretty much. You got anything you want to pimp out?
Well, not really. Other than my Wii U game ideas videos, I told y'all the Legend of Zelda one that's supposed to be like Mario Maker. That idea is coming. It'll either be Saturday or Wednesday or Saturday, but it's coming. I haven't decided what day it's going to publish on.
Okay. All right. For me, I'm probably going to put up since we're getting close to the year anniversary of Bayonetta 2, I'm going to do like a Bayonetta 2 gameplay and just have that posted up on Thursday. Also, I'll be posting up some more little game caps that I did this weekend. Splatfest was off the chain, so I do have that up on both my discussion channel and the Game Cafe channel. I may put it on the Gamers at Large channel as well later this week, just so people could get a glimpse of the Splatfest that just happened for Splatoon. So be on the lookout for that, and I will catch you guys Wednesday. Peace out.
Peace out, fools. Oops. Next time.